When you roll into Cologne's city center, whether by train into the city's central station, by car over the Deutzer Bridge, or on a boat along the Rhine River, one structure dominates the skyline with an almost mystical presence: Cologne Cathedral, also known as the Kölner Dome. This exemplar of Gothic architecture, a beacon of perseverance and resilience, could be called the beating heart of Cologne. Not only is it the city's religious center and most popular tourist attraction, it's one of the most popular attractions in all of Germany, a grand pilgrimage site that draws both the faithful and the curious through its doors. Cologne Cathedral has stood the test of time, witnessing the evolution of a city and a nation. And, in turn, the city has witnessed its evolution, from abandoned ideal to finally completed masterpiece. Let's wander into the Cologne Cathedral, where every stone tells a story of faith, ambition, and artistry spanning centuries. Our journey into Cologne Cathedral's past begins in 1164 when the Archbishop of Cologne, Reinald of Dassel, was gifted relics of the Three Kings by Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa. More specifically, Archbishop Reinald was gifted bones believed to be those of the biblical Magi, or the three wise men of the Nativity story. These venerable relics necessitated a new cathedral in which to house them. But not just any cathedral, a cathedral befitting their significance to Christendom. It was in this quest that the inspiration for the grand structure of Cologne Cathedral began. The foundation stone for the Cologne Cathedral, laid in 1248 under Archbishop Conrad von Hochstaden, heralded the start of an ambitious project inspired by the Gothic cathedrals of northern France. By 1322, the cathedral's eastern arm was completed and consecrated, enshrining the golden reliquary known as the Shrine of the Three Kings. This splendid work of art, designed by notable goldsmith Nicholas of Verun and housing the revered relics, drew pilgrims even as the rest of the cathedral went unfinished. But finishing was a challenge unforeseen by the cathedral's initial designers. Work was slow and, due to factors like political unrest, economic hardship, and changing architectural tastes, construction on the cathedral waned. Then, in the 16th century, stopped altogether. For centuries, Cologne Cathedral stood incomplete, its towering crane perched above the South Tower, a massive symbol of halted progress and the city's aspiration to one day complete it. It would take another 300 years. 19th century Germany, fueled by burgeoning nationalism and the Romantic movement, saw a revival of interest in Gothic architecture. This resurgence rekindled the desire to complete the cathedral, and construction resumed in 1842, meticulously following the original medieval plans, but now aided by modern building techniques. The completion in 1880, more than 6 centuries after the cathedral began, was a moment of triumph, celebrated with pomp in the presence of Emperor Wilhelm I. But it would stand only 60 years before it was tested again. With World War II came severe bombing to Cologne, and its cathedral, a towering symbol of the nation's religious and cultural identity, was a frequent target. Struck by aerial bombs more than a dozen times, the cathedral stood defiantly even while much of the city crumbled around it. When Allied forces entered the city, they found the cathedral rising amidst the city's ruins with an almost miraculous defiance, a stalwart sentinel in a landscape scarred by war. But as architecturally sound as Cologne Cathedral is, as repeatedly tested by World War II bombers, it's also an artistic marvel. Its facade, adorned with intricate details and topped by towering twin spires, are quintessential elements of Gothic design. And if the cathedral seems impressively tall, that's because it is. At 157.4 meters, or 516 feet, Cologne Cathedral is the tallest twin-tower cathedral in the world, and the third tallest cathedral overall. While the outside may be the first thing people see, and it is a spectacle to look at, the real treasure of Cologne Cathedral still lies inside with the Shrine of the Three Kings. This gilded sarcophagus, embellished with precious stones and regal ornamentation, serves as a pinnacle of medieval artistry and the sacred focal point for pilgrims. Even today, the shrine remains a beacon, drawing visitors into a narrative woven from gold, faith, and history. For those who simply step in to admire its grandeur, Cologne Cathedral still offers an ethereal, awe-inspiring experience. The vast interior, with its soaring arches and the kaleidoscope of colors streaming through its stained glass windows, captures the imagination and craftsmanship of centuries past. While, for the intrepid, a climb to the South Tower's viewing platform, though demanding with its 509 steps, rewards with breathtaking views of the city. In essence, Cologne Cathedral is not just a religious site or a tourist attraction, though it's both of those too. It's a living narrative of history, art, and resilience. Standing proudly in the heart of the city, it serves as a beacon to all who seek to connect with the true essence of Cologne, from its ancient roots to its vibrant present, and on into its promising future. Here, every visitor becomes part of its ongoing narrative, woven through the ages by the hands of faith, ambition, and the enduring strength of the human spirit.